Hello and welcome to Mark and Kelly's Trips, Tips and Things. So today we're going to be cooking another one from the Star Wars Galaxy Edge cookbook. Today we're going to be making Bespin's Cloud Drops. That's right, we're going to be going over to Cloud City. Apparently these resemble the clouds of Tibiana and we're going to be making them shortly. But before we do, please like, share and subscribe this video. It helps me make more Star Wars videos and we always like to make stuff for you to enjoy. Anyway, before we do, let's get cooking. Okay then, let's have a little look at our ingredients. So as you can see, there isn't much needed for the Bespin Cloud Drops. What we will need are 3 egg whites. I've got my 3 eggs there. I'm going to separate those in a bit. We're going to need half a teaspoon of cream of tartar. So I bought little sachets here. Put a sachet there as well, but we're only going to need half a teaspoon of that. Now, the recipe then says we'll need 3/4 of a cup of sugar, and what I've done here, I've just used regular granulated sugar, but it just says sugar, so I'm assuming you can use caster sugar or any sugar of your choice. We'll need 1 tablespoon of what it says dessert pear syrup or grenadine. Now I'm going to try and use these, which is actually pear halves in a light syrup, so I might need to add a little bit more. Probably would be better if I had a type of syrup itself, a stronger syrup, but I'm hoping that will do. And last but not least, just some light blue food colouring. So I've got this here, food colour gel, blue. And that is it. So you can see not much in terms of ingredients for our Bespin Cloud Drops, and that's a good thing because I'm hoping this will be a nice simple recipe. Anyway, there we have it. There's our recipe, there's our ingredients. Let's get cooking. Okay then, so the first thing we've got to do is separate our eggs. So we need 3 egg whites. So I'm just going to do that now. So there's several techniques you can do. I hope I do this properly. So I'm just going to separate, gradually pouring the yolk from one shell to the other, hoping that they don't split. Okay. Okay, and there we go. So there's our egg whites. I'm going to keep the egg yolks and use them for something else, but the next stage we're going to need to do now is to whisk these up. So we want to whisk them relatively slowly on a medium speed, and we're going to slowly incorporate our half teaspoon of cream of tartar. Okay, so let's get mixing, and to do this I'm going to save time and use my good old electric whisk. Okay, let's get mixing. Okay, there we go. So we know that's ready because it's starting to form soft peaks. As you can see there, if I put my whisk in there, it starts to form little peaks. So at this stage, what we now need to do is incorporate in the sugar. So to do this, we're going to do this very, very slowly. So just put in a little bit of the sugar at the time, whisk. A little bit more sugar at a time, whisk. And then we'll just keep doing that until all that sugar is incorporated in that egg white. Okay, let's start mixing and slowly incorporate that sugar. Here we go. So that's all incorporated in now, that sugar, and you can see that's actually really quite thick, that liquid, I can't call it a liquid, that mixture. It's really quite thick. So what we now need to do is quickly add in our pear juice. We're going to incorporate this into the mix this up, and then we're going to set our oven. Okay, so as you can see, I've just opened the can of pears. I'm just going to add in a tablespoon of the pear juice. Now, because this is light pear juice, I'm just going to double it actually, just so I can get a nice little taste running through there. And I'm going to quickly, as it says, incorporate that in. And there we go. So all that sugar and syrup's incorporated in that mix. And as you can see, that's a really stiff peat mixture. That's exactly what we want for these meringues. The next stage now is to preheat our oven to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. That's just under 100 degrees Celsius. So a very, very low oven. We're going to preheat that now, and then we're going to do the next stage. Okay, so the next step here is I've got my tray and I've lined this with parchment paper. So on here I'm going to sit my Bespin cloud drops. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab a little cup and we are going to put in some of the blue dye or the blue food colouring. Okay, so as you can see, there's my cup. I'm just going to put a few squirts in here. There we go. And then we're going to run this through our Bespin cloud drops. Right, first of all though, we'll grab our, put that there, our meringue. And I'm going to grab a spoon. And now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put little droplets here. So the recipe says form them in little cloud shapes. So if I put those down. Now, this is where it gets a bit tricky because my parchment paper's not secure, so let me just create some of my clouds. Okay, and there we have it. There's my little cloud shapes. So the next thing I'm going to do is grab my little pot, the blue food colouring, as you can see, just in the middle there. And then they say grab a cocktail stick. Now I'm going to use this, which is a cake tester with a little metal rod. And I'm just going to dip that in there. And the idea is you run it through the cloud like that. And that gives it sort of like a swirly, coloury effect. There we go. There we go, cloud one. So now I'm going to do the rest of the clouds and we'll join you in a second. And there we go, there's my Bespin cloud drops. So I put the colouring all the way through. I did notice in the book they've got a slight pink edge to there. So you could, if you wanted to, add some sort of red dye colouring as well to give it a little pinky feel. But there we are, there we have it. So these are good to go. The next stage is, so I preheated my oven to 200 degrees Fahrenheit, so that's just under 100 degrees Celsius. We're going to put them in the oven for an hour and a half, so it's a very slow, low bake. Alright, let's get these in the oven. Okay, so I left those in for an hour and a half and they still weren't ready. So now I've left them in for a further half hour, so that they've been in a total of 2 hours. So it's a long time. Just make sure they're crispy on the top. You don't want them to be burnt. So of course it's really important to keep that temperature below 100 degrees Celsius, okay, 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Really have a nice low temperature, but cook them for a good long solid 1.5 to 2 hours. Anyway, our next step is turn the oven off. There we go. And then you want to leave your oven door just open, just slightly ajar like that, as minimal as you can get it. There we go. And then you're just going to let that cool naturally. So leave that for about an hour. All that heat's going to come out of there and keep it drying. Alright, let's see you in an hour. Okay, so it's been an hour. They're ready to come out. As I said before, please keep this just as minimal as you can. Really let them dry out. Let's take them out. Ta-da! And there they are! Straight out the oven. Well, I say straight out the oven. They've been cooling now, as I said, for about an hour. It's really important you really let them dry out. As you can see here, They have started to brown slightly, and that's fine. That's okay. They'll be okay to eat. I'm really looking forward to trying these, actually. So there you have it, our Bespin Cloud Drops. I'm now going to transfer them to a plate and give them the taste test. Okay, guys, there you have it, the Bespin Cloud Drops. And I'm really pleased with them, actually. They come out really well. Like I said, I left them in half an hour longer, so 2 hours in the oven at under 100 degrees Celsius, just under 100 degrees Celsius, to really give them that finish. But they have come out, you can hear that, they're nice and crispy and crunchy. Perfect for your Star Wars theme party. Now let's give them a taste. Okay, here we go. Bespin Cloud Drops, and look at that, they do look kind of cloudy. Right, let's try. That's nice. I love meringue. So if you like meringue, this is right up your street. It's really gooey inside and it's lovely and crunchy on the outside. I'm really enjoying this. This would go actually really nice with some cream. Excuse me, all bits around my mouth. No, it's a delicious treat. If you're making something for Star Wars theme party, this is definitely for you. Really sweet as well. I'm not really tasting the syrup in the middle, so I think I've used the wrong syrup. I wouldn't use the pear syrup again, or tin pears again. I would probably go for a grenadine or a proper syrup just to give it that taste, but that's really good. Worth doing that extra 2 hours because that really helps it crunch in the oven. But there we are, there we have it. I hope you enjoyed that, my Bespin Cloud Drops. Look at that. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. I love making more videos like this and hopefully to make some more Star Wars themed based videos. Remember, you're never too old to have fun. Take care and we will see you in the next video. Bye for now.